Shalom, Yashra Allah. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Mahashem, Yahweh Shai, Mahashem, Ruchach Wadash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to all you who feel like Akim out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise Idaho camp coming at you with another quick update on the BRICS situation or countries that are getting together. And I'll just read the article. This is almost 160 countries will adopt new BRICS payment system called BRICS Pay. And, in previous lessons and, other brothers have shared about the new BRICS dollar, which is backed behind actual physical, gold, silver, intangible goods like oil or whatever that country is most abundant in. That's the part of the BRICS. They can actually use that to back the currency in the BRICS pay system. And this is the article that goes with it. This is the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are launching a new digital payment system known as BRICS Pay. This platform aims to facilitate transactions in local currencies, reducing dependence on the US dollar and traditional financial systems like SWIFT. In a move that could reshape the global financial landscape, 159 countries are expected to adopt BRICS Pay, further challenging the dominance of Western financial institutions. And this is all going towards the collapse of the US dollar. And this is nothing more than the, elite's plan to crash the currencies and bring in a new digital central bank digital currency. BRICS Pay and all that stuff. No matter what side of the world you're on, everything is going to go towards the charagma. So all this is just a play of the elites controlling both sides of the opposition to fight against each other to cause the collapse of the US dollar so they can usher in the beast system. And just Russia and China, this is another article that I wanted to bring in. This is 90% of payments between China and Russia are now being made without the US dollar. And the Chinese economy is the second highest economy in the world. I think Russia's like a 13th or 11th or 11 through the 13th placing. It's the one right behind Mexico. I know that in the world's currencies and how much their GDP is, which is how much gross domestic product. But this is a major because China and Russia have the resources that they don't need the United States. And that's what a lot of these countries are realizing, that the US dollar is nothing but something that'll keep them in debt. Like at the end of the day, Babylon, United States gets 95%, and these other countries get 5% of the benefit, when it's all said and done, of the benefit of using the US dollar, because the US dollar is not backed behind anything except the Federal Reserve. And every day the US dollar is devaluing. Inflation will soon lead to hyperinflation, to soon lead to chaos in the streets, because people are not going to be paying these outlandish prices. I know all the people at my job are sick and tired of working so damn much and not being able to pay, man. Like, we work a lot, and a lot of the guys that I work with, they get paid pretty decent, and they're still complaining, man. So top to bottom, and there have been articles about people making, 30,000 to people making 500,000 a year, both saying the same thing. They can't make enough, So I want to read the article with this, but you can look at this articles yourself. This is Save to Invest, and the other one was from Wealth Magazine and author IG. But this is based off this article right here, the 90% of the payments between China and Russia. And this is I'm bringing these points to show you that the US dollar is done, and nobody's scared of the big bad bully America on the block anymore. And ultimately, all bullies fall. And this is just how they're attacking them, not with missiles or invading their lands. No, they attack them where it'll cause America to implode on itself and destroy itself, which is by attacking the US dollar. This is Russia and China are shifting away from the US dollar. Now over 90% of their payments are in rubles or yuan. This is part of a bigger plan to rely less on the dollar as Russian Foreign Ministry Sergei Lavrov explains. Trade between the two nations is skyrocketing from 111 billion in 2019 to 227.8 billion in 2023. This growing partnership is challenging the game in global economics, and that's why you see these nations stepping up to Babylon. Because before, if you didn't use the U.S. dollar, Babylon would just you know label you a terrorist and drop some bombs on you. Say you got some weapons of mass destruction or chemical bombs, or you invaded this person or humanitarian mission, he'll go invade your ass, destabilize your whole country, like he did in Libya, Iraq, Afghanistan, you know, Yemen, Syria, the so-called whole Middle East. Esau has been having his hands in there, to cause these nations to go against each other. North Korea, South Korea, those are brothers. Taiwan, China, that's their own lands. Nothing but division where Esau comes in. And that's why he got kicked out of Africa by the Hamites, because, they seen them raping and robbing them, but they kicked out the Western Edomites. That's like France, England, Ireland, and the U.S. And they welcomed the Eastern Edomites, which are the Russians, and their allies, along with the Moabites. So, man, these Hamites, either way, man, they're just showing you the fact that, hey, man, these heathen nations are done with Esau's power structure. And I'll get the scriptures on this, but I know it was a lot long-winded, but I wanted to get that information out there, But the scriptures that I had for this lined up, this is Zephaniah 1, and I'm going to start at 14 because the point is at 18, but I like to build it up. And this is one of my go-tos when it talks about their money failing them. And it's all call Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because we are living in very important times of prophecy of the transition of this whole world's currency that they've always been using, coins and tangible and physical money, to the charagma, the big test. I'm going to start at 14. This is Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteneth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh, the mighty man, shall cry there bitterly. Hey, man, that's the day of Jacob's trouble, when this whole American dream finally comes to reality, and you see that this place was set up nothing but to be destroyed and plunged into a whirlwind of chaos, to bring judgment on the 2/3 and to show them the miraculous salvation of the 1/3 and the elect out of this place, Babylon the Great. 15, and that's why it's so yapa to see that, have this truth and understand these things when they're coming to fruition in real time. Verse 15, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, man. You seen war zones? Have you seen a no man's land in World War I movies? In pictures? That's how it's gonna look everywhere, man. Toxic air, stench of dead bodies, man. Blown out buildings, water that's turned to puddles, that you got all types of parasites. Everywhere there's gonna be death. Verse 16, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And these are, embattlements, because, hey, missiles incoming. Just like those videos you see out the Liquid Hats land over there, when Hamas decides to blow a couple off towards their Iron Dome. And that's the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities. Verse 17, just one of the examples that are going to happen everywhere. 17, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they're going to be blind, stumbling in the darkness, not knowing what to do. In the fact they don't know to go to the mountains, they don't know to try to run, they don't know if they should stay, they don't know if they should, go to the government, they don't know if they go to FEMA camp, they don't know if they should go to their local Walmart, their local school. Man, these are all places that people are going to be flocking to, because they're not going to know what to do, because they do not have Yahweh Bashem Yahushai guiding them. And Yahweh Rataza, we and the brothers all stay safe through this time, man, because everyone's going to be tested in these last days. 17, I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. man. So it's gonna be everywhere. You know, the dust get kicked up, dung. It's just gonna be cast out, man. It's gonna be disregarded, man. There's gonna be no burials. There's gonna be no mourning. There's gonna be no your family getting together, taking time, going to the funeral home, picking out a casket, getting you cremated. Nah, it's gonna be you're gonna have to take care of that body on your own and bury it in your backyard because, hey, man, it's gonna be thrown out like dung. How many people actually got a shovel in their house? You know, probably not many as you think. Verse 18, neither their silver, and this is the point, man, because this is all attacking the money system, economic woes. 18, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And that is ultimately when Yahweh Shai cracks the clouds and he sends the laser beams as well as the nuclear ICBM missiles and hypersonic missiles throughout the world, and also to destroy Babylon the Great, to fulfill prophecy. So, hey, man, all this is coming down to what? The MOT to the Bizzo, man. So get ready, get right, stay prayed up, man, and understand what you need to be doing in this time, in this truth. So, Lord willing, that this lesson was edifying and able to shed some light on the situation if brothers have not heard about it. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect. Till next time, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash, double honors to beloved elders and the apostles that taught me this truth, and peace and salutations to all you Hophalak Akim that are out here pushing this truth in sincerity and in truth. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.